Hello, this is Michel Leviathan Sorbet and you're watching a new episode of Wojennik TV. Today I would like to once more invite you to look at a movie which will cover a very interesting topic of World War II. World War II is without any doubt the most common, the most heavily used subject when it comes to war games. Well, the reason is simple. It was the biggest and most intense war of all times. It is also a conflict very well documented, so there are a lot of sources which can be used by designers while creating new games. World War II is also a moment in our history when the military development, where the technological development of weapons was the most intense, and we experienced totally new weapons used during this conflict. One of such weapons, which was for the first time used to a greater scale, was the jet plane. The first one was a German one, the Messerschmitt 262. And today's game will be covering this interesting topic. The game is being called 262 and it was published in 2019 by the Polish designing company Taktyka I Strategia. It was designed by Wojciech Zalewski, the owner of the designing company. The game is for 2 players, but it is also possible to play it solo. It is solitaire friendly because on the scenario sheets, which I will be showing you in a few moments, there are also information how to prepare the game for solo play. The minimum age of the player is somewhere from 7 years old or higher, so it is a very simple game which could also be used as an introductory war game. The time of play is also extremely pleasant because it's from 30 to 45 minutes per scenario. Now today I would like to show you how this game looks, so how the components of this game look like, and at the end of this movie I will give you also my initial thoughts about what is enclosed in this box. So let's begin and let's check the elements of 262. Here is the box of 262 from Taktyka I Strategia. As you can see, the box cover is very appealing. You have first of all the star of this game, which is the Messerschmitt 262 in flight. You have the name of the game, 262 with a big yellow font, and finally you have also the name of the publisher. On the back side of the box you can take a look at the components which are enclosed in the box, so you can see how the counters will look like, how also the game maps will look like, and finally you can also read the description in 4 different languages, in Spanish, in Catalan, in English, and finally in Polish. From this description we can learn that 262 is a war game showing the fights of fighter and bomber planes over Europe in 1944-45. The players will perform air operations as pilots of Luftwaffe, the British Royal Air Force or the US Air Force. Air combat, fight against bombers, expeditions or their protection are the main tasks of the players. The variety of scenarios guarantees fast and excellent play. Well, we'll see about that. Now I would like just to open the box and to see the content. So as you can see, this is a box which, as it is the case with the recent games published by Taktyka I Strategia, which is a magnetic box, it is opened in such a way that it doesn't have a box lift. You just open the box, which is in one piece. The first thing that we receive are the scenarios. This is, as you can see, a list of 4 scenarios. The first one will be Berlin, a dogfight, Osłona, which you will be covering some forces, and the blue line, niebieska linia. As you can see, you get first of all a description of the scenario, a list of the forces used, a turn track, the victory conditions, and some additional information. What is also nice is the fact that you receive each time an addition concerning solo play. So if you want to play solo, you have additional rules which will help you to prepare and to play the game solitaire. We received two maps which are paper maps. The first one, as you can see, will be showing the sky. It is a blue map with some clouds, with some letters describing sectors, as I believe. The map, as you can see, is also covered with a hexagonal grid. Not much to talk about here. The second game map, in contrast, will be a very colorful one, depicting the ground beneath the sky. So here we will be placing, for instance, anti-aircraft guns, and the objective of the planes will be sometimes, for instance, to bomb certain areas. Here you have a big city, maybe Berlin, which will be used during the scenarios. You have also some roads or some other kinds of communication areas. You have also some rivers, some forests, which, as I believe, won't be influencing gameplay, but the cities will, because they will be objectives or places where flag will be placed. Also on this map you have some letters and some colored indications which will, as I believe, differentiate the sectors on the map. We receive one six-sided die, and finally we'll receive also the rules, which are prepared in 4 different languages, so in English, in Polish, in Spanish and in Catalan. The rules are pretty straightforward, as you can see, 1 page only, very easy to read, very easy to play. So this game is really very pretty straightforward. And finally the counters, take a look at them. Those counters are double-sided with only 1 digit on them, so not a lot of info to master. You have different kinds of planes, as you can see, both Allied planes as also German planes with the Messerschmitt 262, which will be the star of this game. The counters are rounded and shiny, relatively sturdy. You receive also some flak units which will be placed as ground defense. And those are all the elements which are inside the box of 262. Let's pass to a short conclusion. The Messerschmitt 262 is by far my favorite airplane of World War II. I like reading about it, I like games which include this aircraft, so I was really eager to acquire and to try 262 from Taktyka and Strategia. This is a pretty straightforward game. The rules are extremely short, the number of playing pieces is also very low, so this will be a very low complexity game. Well, I don't have anything against it. As I said earlier, love games in which the Me 262 is included, and this game is all about this plane, so I'm very eager to give it a try. Only 4 scenarios, but I confirmed that there will be additional ones published on the publisher's Facebook account and also on the publisher's website, so it will be possible to play over additional scenarios. So now I will read the rules and I will fly my first mission with the Me 262. This was the unboxing of 262 from the Polish designing company Taktyka and Strategia. I wish you a fantastic day. See also over our other videos. We have other unboxings, we have also game reviews. Take also a look at our Facebook and Instagram accounts. Have a fantastic day. See you next time.